Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness. Mulifika mapema. How are you doing, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very, very sorry for being this late. We are 26 minutes late. My apologies. I'm from another meeting. Ndio maana nimechelewa. Otherwise, how have you been? It's been a minute since we were live here last week. Kuwa miss nayo. I have really missed you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catherine Moirore, you number one today. You saying Togotida Hashiko. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Catherine. Now I'm here. I know in East Africa it is 9:27 right now. So tufupisha usiku kidogo before you go to bed. Okay? Thank you so much. So many comments here saying you are waiting. Miriam Dohe, you saying Shiko wogelele maboya single mothers, please. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear a cartoon or background? Let me know, because Your Highness, she's here and I watch. Can you hear any background, cartoon background? Any background? Tusiletewe shida. All right, so guys, as you can see from the title, let me see what the title saying. What is the title saying here? 1 minute. It's about real life talk, live session. Yes, today we are going to talk together about real life. And Miriam amesema, we talk about single mothers. Yes, we are going to talk about everything because it is what it is. Okay? So, let me see if you can, let me see if you guys can hear any noise, any background, cartoon music. I just want to know. I just want to know if we are sorted that side. Nothing. Okay. Good. So, yeah, today we are talking about real life talk. Miriam, tuongelele mambo ya single mothers. Where? Here in America or back in Kenya? I think it is here in America, of course. We shall talk about that. Some shout outs very quickly. Beth Shiro, Stevie Bill, Catherine Moirore, Winnie, Grace Wangoi, Grace Wairimo, Dominic, Banis, Onesmus, Paul Bogua, Samuel Karaoke, Lena Jaden, Beth Shiro, Novalin Okweso, Caleb Mutugi, Susan Mogo, Catherine Moirore, Jerry. Shiko, kwani ulienda wapi? I'm here. I was from another meeting. I'm sorry, but we had to do this. Paul Bogwa, I see you. Anita Sale. Duncan Okeo, I see you. Hi Shiko, wacha sisi tuanze, akija utatupata mbele. Sawa, nimekuta mshaanza. And thank you so much. Nora, you saying, love your house girl, the staircase rocks blessing as you continue teaching us, waiting and continue. Thank you so much. Love from Kisumu, Kenya. Duncan Okeo. Yes, here we are. Karen Jeroge Mutoni, John Amani, Frank Muturi. Guy, where have you been? You know what? Frank Muturi, Rehab Kemadi, Edith Sereti, Tawia Martin, Rehab. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know that there is no background noise. Thank you, Caroline Biwot, Philomena. Thank you. So let's talk about this. Comment below what you want us to discuss about. Let's start with Miriam Dohi's comment about single mothers in America. How to come here as a single mother, the challenges, the opportunities, and everything. So let me start by saying this. When you come here as a single mom, you come here with your kids. Yes, it will not be easy. It will not be easy. Even if you are married still and you have kids, it will still not be easy. The best thing with here is that the economy here is 24/7. You can go to work at any shift that you want. Single moms, let's say for example, your kids are school-going kids. When your kids are school-going kids, that time you are a bit sorted because now you are going to go to work when the kids are in school. When they come from school, you are coming now from work and then you stay with your kids. Let's say for example, you have a small kid, a toddler or a baby. Now that's where the challenge comes in. The mock challenges comes in because that baby, she's not going to school. She need a caretaker or a babysitter or a nanny. You are the mom. You are the head of the family. You need to pay the bills. You need to go to work. Now that's where the challenge comes in. What do you do? Because this is how it is done. I told you how we manage with shoshos. Shoshos is that a person, let's say for example, like Shiko, maybe my mom is here. She can't go to work because maybe she's here on a visit visa. Maybe now you can bring your kid to my mom and she take care of your baby and then you pay something little, like $20 a day. So that's shows that the main savior are the saviors when it comes to babies care, baby care. Those ones who are not going to school. Even those who goes to school, maybe they come from school at 3 and you're coming from work at 5. For those 2 hours, they need someone to look after them. Now, you can organize. Maybe the school bus drops them and then they walk to the shosho's place. Yes, maybe with other kids. Because once the school bus drops the kids, those who are going to school, they walk to their own apartment. Mostly it is in the apartment. They walk to their own apartment and then they can go to shosho. Or maybe you can organize with that shosho maybe to pick that kid from the school bus. If that kid is a preschooler, because preschooler is that kid who is 4 years, just joined preschool. No one will drop that kid when there is no an adult there. Those preschoolers, they need someone to pick them from the school bus. Yes, that's how it is. It is not easy, but we manage. Single moms manage here. Sana, if your kids are going to school, are school aged, you are a little bit better because most of the time they are in school. But during summer, now that's when you decide you pay for the babysitter, or maybe you can take them to Africa to visit. Most of the time people do that. Because the school is closed from May to August, those 3 months, and maybe you are a single mom, you just take them to Africa for a holiday. They stay there for 3 months, and then you get them when the school is almost opening. So that is it. Let me see if we have another question here. Na uongelele wale moms hawajui kudrive and kids wajue kudrive. Catherine Moirore, all right. Actually, it is not only for moms, it is also for men. For men, driving is very important when you come to America. Driving. If you don't know how to drive, and you have done your application, guys, if you did your application for DV 2023, kindly learn how to drive. This is the best time to learn how to drive. My neighbor's dogs are barking. So This is the best time to learn how to drive when back in Africa. If you don't know how to drive, don't come here very fresh like me. Utajua hujui. Try and learn how to drive, even if it is a small experience, a small practice. Please do it, because when you come here, time will not be on your side. Time will not be on your side. You might find yourself, you are out of your host place and you don't know how to drive, and this will frustrate you. Try as much as you can to learn how to drive. Practice kidogo. Don't come here without any knowledge on how to go behind the wheel and go. Please, please, please. You have the whole year. You have the whole year, because those people who applied for DV 2023, results will come out next year in May, and we start processing in October. So the first person may be DV 2023 winner to come to America. Maybe you'll come in November or December. So you have like one whole year to learn how to drive. Wait, umeanza? Ebu enda watch cartoon. All right, ako hapa msichana anataka kukuja live. Sawa, otoka. I'm charging my computer, my dear. Hawezi shika charger, nimekataa. All right. How are African Americans like as a people? Ella, do I get your question? How are African American? Aki utaaguka mama. Ella, I don't get your question. Novaline or Queso, you saying, Shiko, does even kids pay for medical during green card? Yes. Everybody pays for medical. Everybody. Even if it is a one-day old baby, you have to pay for her medical expenses. You have to pay. Everybody pays for the medicals. Novaline. Shiko ulieka German Shepherd. No, these are my neighbor's pets. They are trespassing. They come and start barking here. Wewe kaiveva mwadhani. Wewe huyu msichana wangu hataki tu charge computer. Sawa. Sidoi. Na haina moto. Ni nini? Tabia na Yesu. Okay. Banis, Shiko, if included my kids for application, but for DS260, I select they will migrate at a later date. Will I take them with me for medicals and interview? Will I have issues while petitioning for them? Okay, this is a very good question. Yes. When you indicate not migrating with you, they are not going to go for the medicals. They are not going for the interview. They are not going to go for those processes because they are not going with you now. But yes, later, when you want to petition for them, it will be so easy because they are in the records. And now that is when they are going to go for the medicals and they join you after now the process is done. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Yeah. So I hope I have answered you. No issues at all when petitioning for them. And yes, they will not go with you for the medicals and interview. Utaenda solo. Solo. All right. Evelyn Amondis, Shiko, I sent you a text on Facebook, but you have not replied. Oh, my sister, my Facebook text, messages, so many. That's why we do this live, so that you can ask your question here and we answer one-on-one. Maureen, you saying it's better late than never. Yes, please. Catherine Moirori, shiko as long as ulimaliza 4th na ukufanya formal employment kwa DS26, sasa utajaza nini na vile wamejaza story mob za work experience. You know what? For me, let me tell you what I wrote on the DS260 form. I was already a teacher. I was already in business, but I wrote I'm a homemaker just to make things easier for me. I indicated there what I have been doing. I said a homemaker because they can't deny you a visa because you don't have any work experience, so long as you have a Form 4 certificate. Okay? Kwanza, if you are not the principal applicant, things will be newer for you. If you're not a principal applicant, even if you are class 8, even if you didn't go to school, they don't worry, they don't ask more about that. They concentrate more on the principal applicant. But if you are the principal applicant and you reached Form 4, you have a high school education, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. For me, because I did not want headache, I just said homemaker. I didn't write anything about teaching or business or nothing. I just said homemaker. Because I used to stay at home and take care of my kids as I go to other things. So, it will also depend. Work experience doesn't matter, Catherine, so long as you have high school education. Catherine, haya shikuongelea kuhusu hiyo swali ya have you ever been deported kwa DS260 because unaweza win na ushaikuwa deported from Qatar, K-boys. They don't ask about Qatar or Gulf. They just ask about have you ever been deported maybe from, not maybe, from the United States. Okay? It is only from United States. Any question that you are answering is according to the United States. If you have been deported from Qatar, maybe you are a Kemboi, it is not a big deal. You just say you have never been deported because it's your US. It's your US. Catherine Moirore, it seems you are a DV winner because you are so much interested in the DS260 questions. Hopefully you are in the winners group. Hopefully, Catherine. Immaculate, Shiko, how many people DV 2021 have been given dates for interview? The ones you know. DV 2021 iliisha. Nyambura, DV 2021 ilifungwa, it was closed. Now they are doing DV 2022. Yes, DV 2022, it is the one that is processing right now. And so far, I know 3 people who have been scheduled for December interviews. I don't know anybody who went for October, and I don't know anybody who is going this month, but 3 people are scheduled for December interviews for DV 2022. DV 2022. Banis, I see you saying thank you so much, Barikiwa. Amen. Enoch, how many people are interviewed per month based on green card winners? I just answered that. DV 2022. I don't know anybody who went there on DV on October last month. And I don't know even someone who is going for it this month, but 3 people I know from the winners groups, they are going for the interviews next month, December. It depends. Since COVID came, things have been bad. Yeah. So we don't have the statistics of how many people are scheduled per month, but many people are current. Right now, the visa bulletin is out. Actually, the visa bulletin for those people who are going to January to the interview in January next year, the visa bulletin is out. It came out like some few hours ago, and it has increased from 7,000 to 13,000. Let me check the visa bulletin. It just came out like a few hours ago. January visa bulletin. It is above 13,000. It is above 13,000, and it is a very good number. It is a very good number. So if you are DV 2022 and your case is 13,500, kindly know that you are current. Know that you are current, and you can be scheduled for the interview any day in January. Ni nini? Utaki niongee na watu? Aki yako na wivu. So make sure, just know that you can be scheduled for interview any day in the month of January, so long as your case number is below 13,500. That is a very good move, because 13,500, that is a good number. But we hope that they're going to schedule as many people as possible, because the scheduling process, it's being so slow. They increase the numbers, hopefully they will increase the cases of interview. Guys, 1 minute, nibebe huyu mtoto. Nimbebe. 1 minute, nimbebe kwa mgongo. Okay, I'm back, but I will stand. I'll do it when starting. Guys, I don't have a kitenge shuka for kubeba mtoto. Someone sambaza a kitenge shuka. Okay, she's sleepy. That's why she's crying. Okay, so that is it about visa bulletin for January 2022. Sarah Peace. Hi Shiko, what will happen if you win the Virotre and you don't have high school diploma? High school diploma is high school certificate. If you don't have that, then you have to prove work experience, and the work experience that qualifies. If your work experience does not qualify, you can't get a visa. You can't get a visa. But if you have high school diploma certificate, you're good to go. If your work experience qualifies, you're good to go. You're good to go. So if you don't have high school diploma and your work experience does not qualify, you can't get a visa. You can't get a visa. Jedida Mudhoni, I see you. Angela Goge, I see you. And Kabia, I see you. Banis, Shiko, do they have before and after school care for people who might be going to work early and coming home late? Before school and after school care? Yes, there are those daycares that you pay. And I think even in some schools, they have that, but it is not late after 6 p.m. After 6 p.m. Not all schools do give before and after school, but some do. Some do. But you have to pay something. Evelyn, Shiko, after the visa interview and you won, how long does one have to wait before traveling? That's a very good question, Evelyn. So once you win and you get the interview, how long does one have to wait before traveling? Okay, once you get your visas, you can get your visa you can go to the interview today. After you receive an email that your visas are ready for pickup, you go pick up your visas, you go and pay the air ticket the same day, and you book the available day, and you can go any day. So long as you don't, the 6 months after medicals, that's when your visa expires. So you can travel any day from your visa issuance date to the last day the visas are expiring. So any day you can travel. For us, we got our visas on, I think on 24th, and we paid the ticket the same day. Okay, we went for our interviews on 22nd. We got our visas on 24th. We paid the air ticket the same day, and we paid 2 weeks. So we paid on 24th, and we booked a flight on 18th next month, the following month. So it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. And then here we came. We came here on January 18th, and our visas were expiring on May. By the time our visas were expiring in May, we were already in our own apartment that required to make our car for like 2 months, because we moved to our apartment in March. We came here in January, we moved to our apartment in March, and the visas were expiring in May that same year. So by the time our visas were expiring, we were already in our home. Tulikuwa hata tushatoka kwa ya mattress, tulikuwa tume-upgrade. By the time our visas were expiring, tulikuwa hata tushazoea maisha ya America. Guys, those winners who are coming to America, guys, come bring me kitenge shuka. My baby is big. This Kaleso is very small to carry her. Hata amelala. Alikuwa anasumbuliwa na usingizi. Rogers, I see you. AK A-class. Kai, macho yangu haioni. I can't see. Hi Shiko, I'll have 4 kids, my wife and me. This is 6 people. I'm afraid they can deny me a visa on grounds that the expenses are much for such a big family. Oh no, don't worry about that. They don't worry. So you know what? So long as you cater for everyone's needs, you go for the medicals, you pay for everybody's. You go for the interview, you pay for everybody. Visa fees. That's all matters. They can't deny you a visa on the ground that your family is so big. My family we were 5 of us. You were 5 of us, and we made it here. What do they look nowadays? They check if your host can accommodate you, all of you. That's what they check. When you give the host details, the host now gives you his or her IRS transcripts, affidavit of support, the Form I-34. That one shows how much this person earns, how much is his family, or how big is his family, how if the salary can accommodate to host you. And if she can't, you are allowed to look for a sponsor, another person still in the United States, who will give you these documents. Okay? You can have 2 people, your host, where you are going to go, and a sponsor who will give you these documents to show that he will be sponsoring your stay. He's not hosting you, but he'll be sponsoring your stay and meeting your needs. But you know what? Hawashidili, they don't follow up if this person is really sponsoring your stay or not. What they need is just these documents. These documents are very, very important nowadays. During our time, it was not a big issue. They didn't ask for them, but nowadays they do. And once you can have a host and then a sponsor. Once you get these documents, you go. They can't deny you a visa because your family is a big family, okay? No. No, no, no. So long as you have met the requirements, you pay for the medicals and you pay for the visa fees and you provide these documents from your sponsor or your host, you're good to go. And you know what? It is not a must that all of you come at once. It is not a must that all of you come at once. You can decide, maybe, okay, you are the principal applicant, or maybe your wife is the principal applicant. You can decide the principal applicant can first go. Immediately you get your visas, because you have 6 months. You go immediately, you pay for your air ticket immediately, you go to the US, the principal applicant himself, leaving the other family members behind. You go here and you work for 5 months before the other family members visas expires. Now you have now made enough, you can now get an apartment, and then they can join you and join you in your apartment. They're not going to join you at your host place. Most people do that. Most people do that. Nowadays, even the host, that's what they are preferring, because maybe the host is in an apartment, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. The host is like, his family is big, he can't accommodate another family. But you plan with your host. You first come immediately and do the necessary. Within 5 months, you'll be good to go, and your family will join you later. So, aka, you don't worry about your family being this big. That's not they can't discriminate you from that. Because of that, you good to go. Karamoreithi, wow, Shiko Cray, amefurahi kukuona. We missed you a lot. Oh my goodness, I missed you too. Say hi to that baby girl. Banis, Shiko, which is the highest case number in Kenya for DV 2022 winners? So far, I know a case number which is 65,000. That is the highest I know. Miriam Wangeshi, I went to the cyber you recommended and did my green card application. The customer service was great. Sasa nagoja Mungu wa Shiko hope anitendee. Amen. Atatenda. Annabelle, hi Shiko. Someone I know had been jailed in US when on business back in 2010. In case they win, what is the way forward? Will they need to produce court cases? She still travels for business. All right. Okay. They will check the records. Why was she jailed? How long did? Okay, they are the one who are going to do what? They have the final say in such a case, because the reason why she was jailed. But if it was not that bad, that's why they allow her in and out every time she comes to visit. So I don't think being jailed is a crime, so long as she was not deported. The biggest crime that she could do is to be deported and be blocked from coming back. But if she still travels back and forth, that means her record is still clean, and they will give her a visa definitely, because they allow her in now, every now and then. I don't think she was jailed with that big crime, because if it was a big one, that one could be deportation and banned from entering the US. So I think she's safe. Jenny, Samuel, Shiko, they always ask someone to put their social account. Soka, you don't use your real name on Facebook, kuna shida, and if you change the name, will they know? Just wondering. Okay. I know this one inatisha sana. It worries so many people. But you know what? They just want to know you more. So whatever you write on those social media, please be careful. Don't use abusive words. Don't maybe talk bad or ill about US government and everything. Anything else, continue posting your photos, continue doing everything. They just want to know you more, the kind of a person they want to allow in their country. So long as you don't have any bad intentions against US. If you have not been, the former president, many people used to insult that president and everything. But please, If you have that kind of post on your account, remove it now before it is too late, because yes, they check your email, directs them to every, because these social media accounts, you use your emails, right? Yes, definitely they are going to catch you somewhere. So long as you don't have anybody intention, you don't talk bad, you don't talk ill of America and everything, you're good to go. You're good to go. Nowadays they are checking everything. Even our time we were being told that they check, but si kushughulika sana, because my social media are very clean. I don't do bad things there. Mimi ni kazuri. But nowadays they are very strict. So Jenny Samuel, if you have a meme of anybody from US, senior government official, kabaya toa. Ruth Kongo Shiko sasa ndio nakuja though, kitenge na kuletea juu green card tunawin. Oh my goodness, yes please do. You see the way I'm shikiria with my shuka here? And here they don't sell lesos. They don't believe that you can carry a baby, that you can carry your baby with this kind of a this is child abuse. This is child abuse to them. They say, oh, the baby is being, the baby is training, unafinya mtoto, sijui nini. They don't know us, we are Africans, and Africa is our business. They don't believe that. So they believe that sasa ingekuwa rapper, you know the rapper, I rap the American way. Ai, saa ngapi yakae hapo tupike ama tupige show, si ndio? But I need a kitenge. Anybody who is traveling anytime soon to America, please niletee kitenge kubwa ya kubeba mtoto. Rosaline, you saying hi Shiko, thanks for this channel. Thank you so much, Rosaline. Novaline, Shiko, please search for me ka host in case nimewin, please. Sina relatives, no friend, nimeomba tu in case nimewin, si kwa ubaya. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for kujitetea. Thank you so much for kujitetea. Yes, host tutatafuta. Tutatafuta host. Maybe your host is still watching this show. He or she will avail himself and say, I'm here to host that lady. Thank you so much. Catherine Moirore, wewe ni winner. The questions that you're asking, wewe ni winner. Shiko, kuna swali kwa DS260. What do you intend to do when you get to America? Jeshi watatishika. What do you intend to do when you get to America? That is a very good question. You know what? This is what we wrote. I normally tell you what we wrote because I really remember what we wrote, because I had that DS260 form with me. Imagine it is placed to kihamia hapa, sijui ilienda wapi. But I used to visit that form. So this is what we said. You're coming to America to study because you are Kisomo in Kenya. You have many opportunities here. So we said you're coming here to live, to study, and to stay, live, and study. Yes, stay, live, and study in America. You have to study, to work, and live there. Usome huku, you work here, you pay taxes, and then you, because that is their motive. Even when they give you these visas, this diversity visa, they want you to come here, study, live, and work. Study, work, and live. You study here, their education. You work here, you pay taxes, and you live here. You can't study and then go back with DV because you have to pay their taxes. And when they see us getting babies, they say, "Oh, the population is increasing, so they don't intend to go back to their country anytime soon." That's when they are getting babies, because you can't get this baby and then you pack and leave for Africa. No, imagine me going back to Africa right now. nianza kulipa school fees. I start paying school fees for Shiro. She's going to high school. I start paying for Jerry, 6th grade. I start paying for Ian, 2nd grade. Wewe. Utasikia kama nanyang'anywa. Let me stay here. They enjoy this education free of charge. Frank, Shiko, I remember one of Joe Biden's agenda was to increase the DV from 55 years. It is still not yet through. We hope that they are going to pass it anytime soon. We're still praying and hopeful that they are going to do it anytime soon. Because from 50,000 to 80,000, from 55,000 to 80,000, those are 35,000 visas. It is not a joke. Many people would benefit from this. Tuendelee kuomba haki. Jen Kemohu, I see you. Joseph Oduer, I see you. Agoi Beatrice. Hello, Shikoaki. I hope I'm not late today. My question is on cost of living. Life is hard money. Runs the world. Can someone miss the American dream cause of fads? Yes. Yes, you can miss. You can miss because of fads. This is because once you get selected, you need a lot of money to process. The most money that is needed is for the medicals. Mostly if you have a family, for example, my family, you are 5 of us. So when you go to the medicals, you are paying for each and everybody. I paid $30, 30,000. Okay, let me speak in dollars because we have so many people watching from outside Kenya. So I paid $300 for Ian, $300 for Jerry, $300 for Shiro, $300 for myself and for their dad. So that is $1,500. That is for medicals. And you have to pay them cash, all of them at once. There is no kulipa pole pole in medicals. There is no kulipa pole pole. So if you don't have that funds, it will delay you from going for the medicals, and time is still running. You're not the only one who is waiting to go for the visa interview. So many people are going to be scheduled after you, and when the fiscal year ends, that's the end. That's the end. Many people say because they can't afford to pay for everybody, and yes, we have included everybody in the application form. This is what people do if you know for sure you can't raise that amount of money because money is shida and lack of jobs and everything. You say they are not migrating with you. Yes, they're in the records. This is their wife. This is their children, but they are not migrating with you. You process yours alone. Kusema ukweli hauwezi kosa $30,000 or $300 to cater for your medicals. It is better you get a loan. It is better you don't sell anything, don't sell your property, but it is good you can borrow from friends or from a circle or from a bank. It is advisable you do that. You process for one person. She goes to the embassy, gets the visa, and comes here. Once she comes here, now she has the opportunity to make money. After she's settled, now she can start petitioning for her family, who are already in the records. They're in the records that Shiko is married. This John is her husband. She has 3 kids. They are in Kenya, but this is her family. So, yes, you can miss the American dream because of facts, but to be on the safe side, process for the principal applicant only. That one will save you big time. If you are good enough, if you have money, or if you know you can get a loan to cater for each and everyone's process, go ahead and do it. Because when you come here alone, it will be so challenging for you to settle as a single person, and also to cater for your family back home, their needs, because you have to pay for the school fees and everything. You still have your bills to pay here. If you can, please, even if it is to borrow money, I'll take a huge bank loan, please do, and come here with your family. 2 heads are better than one. That is my advice. But if at all you can't, Don't let that chance just iende hivyo. The principal applicant can come first, and then the others will follow later. Although it will be a process, but it is still worth it because at least the principal applicant is already in America. I hope I have answered you, Ngoi, because your question is on the cost of living. Life is hard, man. Can someone miss the? Yes, you can miss, but please try as hard as you can. For one person to process, it is like 250,000. That is 2,500 US dollars to process for everything, including air ticket. So start saving now. Ladies, we have chamas. Even men nowadays, they have chamas. Yes, those chamas really, really help. They really help. You can tell them to give you number one, you process, and then when you come here, you'll be sending in dollars. Yeah, we have to kujipanga. Jane Kemo hushiko waru takoshuka. We, hii kwanza yangu ni ya campaign. Hii yangu ni ya Jubilee. Tuko pamoja. I came with that here. You know, we came here on January 2018, so we had already done elections in Kenya in 2017. So I came with my kashuka. Shiko, where is the medical done? Good question. The medicals are done at IOM. This is the recommended center. IOM means International Organization on Immigration. Everybody who goes abroad, be it US, be it UK, be it Canada, be it Australia, anywhere, and you need to take medicals, that this is where you go to do your medicals at IOM. It is in Gigiri, and it is very, very close to the embassy, to the US embassy. That's where you go for the medicals, and it is a very expensive process. Penina Masharia, Shiko, what happens if I lost my original documents, but I have notarized by ministry? Now, which document, my sister? Which document? Is it marriage certificate? Is it high school certificate? Ebu specify which document. Mshila, I see you, serve the chef. Thank you so much. I can see you. All right. Sema kujibu poa, walahi mimi ndio nimeapply mara ya kwanza this year, but I'm AKE studio wako na IBM. I love to ask questions for answers to learn. Okay, let me read it. Aki mimi sioni kai macho yangu. Nimeapply mara ya kwanza this year, but I'm AKE studio wako. Oh, student wako na IBM. All right. So you are Catherine Moirole and then you are AK in. Nimekuona. Thank you so much. You are very good students. The questions that you are asking, they are DS to 60 questions. That's why I said you must be a winner. And yes, you are a winner because soon you're going to fulfill that DS to 60, and now you know how to go about it. Chausiku, my advice is if you are a big family, 3 of you can go and you come back and pick up the rest after getting your own apartment to avoid inconveniences. Yes, yes, that is another good one. Sana sana, if maybe your extended family can take good care of your kids, you can decide. The family is big. Shiko's family is big, 5 kids by then. So you can decide, let us leave these kids behind. Let's leave the kids behind. We, the parents, process our documents, process our visas, and we go. Then we'll come and get the kids later. You know, that is another good one. If you have an extended family or a relative who can take good care of your kids, you can leave the kids with them. You, the adults, come here, both of you. You support one another. After 1 year, you have done everything. You have money. You have saved enough. Now you are out of your host place. You have furnished your home. You're still supporting your kids back home, paying school fees and getting them food and everything. And then after 1 year, you can decide, now let's petition for our kids. That will be a very easy process. That will be a very easy process. It is better than one person coming and leaving the other person behind with the kids. If at all you can trust a relative with your kids just for 1 year or maybe 6 months, but 1 year is a good one, because now you need your kids to come here, get you have enough, and you have the apartment fully furnished, they get their beds, they have everything, at least that when they are coming to join you, you are set. They are coming to their home, a home which is already established. Mom and dad have been working hard for them to get them here. That will be better. That will be better. Sana sana, if your kids are, yes, because you have to process for their medicals and visas and air tickets. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. If you at all you can't afford, you just wait. Can one person go? Can we leave the kids and both of you go? Yeah, you weigh yourself and see how to go about it. How to go about it. Nauliza maswali hii yote cause mimi ni first time application. All right, I get you. Rogers, Shiko, if someone includes a stepchild and biological father or mother is traveling, do someone need to carry approving documents for that child? Thank you. Yes, you need to show, you need to be very well prepared, because you never know what you are going to find there. Be prepared. Be prepared with this, that this is my stepchild. This is my stepchild. Your stepchild is the child that you have married the parent of that child. So that child is not yours biologically. That child has her dad and her biological dad and her biological mom. So you can just say, I'm married to her mom, or I'm married to her dad. I'm married to her dad. It is your stepchild. So that child has 3 parents. It has three parents: the biological parents and you. You have to carry something to show this child is your stepchild. What kind of a document can you carry? You can carry marriage certificate showing you are married to the mother or to the father. But because you are Rogers, you are a guy, you have to show you are married to the child's mom. Danson, Hashiko, should the academic certificate be certified, and by who? What of marriage certificate? A very good question. A very good question. Yes, you have to certify your high school certificate. Not every certificate, not every academic certificate, but high school certificate. If you are in Kenya, we do it with NEC, Kenya National Examination Council. You certify it with NEC. And yes, you have to certify your marriage certificate. That one is obvious. You have to certify it once you get selected to show that this is true. This marriage is still existing. The marriage took place on this particular day, whatever. And the marriage certificate, the certified copy of the marriage certificate is, if you're in Kenya, it is blue, light blue in color, while the marriage certificate itself is white. And yes, marriage certificate certified copy is valid for 1 year. You have to be renewing it each and every year, because things happen. You can't certify it once. Maybe for us, we certified ours in 2018, in 2017. So we can't still hold on to that 2017 certified copy. And now we are in 2021. Many things may have taken place between that time. So that's why they say you have to certify it each and every year. So if you are DV 2023, now you applied last month, don't certify your marriage certificate now. Wait until you get selected, and then you can start certifying it, because it is valid for 1 year. just like the PCC, just like the police clearance certificate, it is valid for 1 year. Mohammed, hi Shiko, saw me being single. In fact, I finished my school diploma this year. Will they check my bank account for me to be approved? No. In green card, they don't check the police clearance, sorry. They don't check bank statement. They don't. They really, really don't check how much you have in your bank statement, in your bank account. They don't. The people who are the visas that they have to check is the visit visa, the student visa. Those ones you have to provide a loaded bank statement. But for DV, it doesn't matter. If you can be having, you can also be not having any bank account. They don't care. They don't care because you are going to the US legally to stay there. You're not going to study because you have to pay for your school fees. You're not going to visit because you have to pay for your accommodation and everything. For you are going to America to live, to study, and to work. They don't care how much you have or your net worth. No. Hashiko, what is the rent of a studio apartment in USA? This one depends with the state, with the city. A studio in New York, it is not the same price with a studio in Arizona or a studio in Texas. That one you have to Google the state that you want to go and the studio rent, how much they charge. Junior, kindly share the WhatsApp link. Okay, I will do it right away. Alice, consular can deny visa after winning if you are single and you don't have kids. No, having kids is not a requirement. Alice, having kids is not a requirement for DV application. There are two main requirements for DV: valid passport and high school education. Okay? Getting kids or not having kids, that's not an issue to them because it is your life. You have to live your life the way you see it fit. My life is different from yours and from the other person. So don't worry about having kids or being single or being married or being whatever. They can't discriminate you because of that. Hi, Shiko. Hope alive in God come next year. You believe in God. Amen. I wish you all the best, Jindongo. It is my neighbor's dog, but imeacha. Can consular deny visa? All right, that one I have answered. What are some good universities in Texas you would recommend for a prospective student? Every accredited university is good. I have to stay down. Mtoto ni kama amelala, but I don't want to take her to the bed and then nisikie chatufanya na yeye tu akiwa hapa. Although my kifua will itana. So any accredited university in Texas or in America is a good one. You just check the accredited one. Any accredited is a good university. Shakira, what if I give birth to a baby after getting my visa? If getting your visa and you have not yet traveled, if you know for sure you are pregnant, there is a video I did about pregnancy and DV process. Shakira, let's say for example, you get your visa. Today is 15th. When is today? Yeah, today is 15th. You go to the embassy today and you get a visa approved. Your visa's approved. You yourself, you know how many months you are. If you are 7, 8 months, if you are 6, 7, 8 months or 9 months, let them know. Let them know that you are pregnant. They will advise you on how to go about that. If at all, they can advise you, if you are less than 8 months, you can fly as early as possible. You go to America and deliver your baby there. Because by that time, your baby will be an American citizen. You don't want to go to start processing for the medicals for the baby, for the visa fees, for everything. But if you are very late, maybe you are 8 months, almost 9, no airline can allow you to go to board a flight when you're that heavily pregnant. The consular let them know that you are pregnant, and then they will tell you how to go about it when the baby is already born. Guys, give 1 minute. I take this baby to the bed and then I'll be back. 1 minute, nimpeleke kwa bed. She's really, really asleep. 1 minute, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. Amesema kulala ni mimi. Amesema hata mimi naweza lala. So it will depend, Shakira, on when you get your baby. But let them know that you are pregnant. Let them know that you are pregnant. And they'll advise you on how to go about it once the baby is born. Just let them know. Okay. Aki Wayeshiko, unafanya show na mtoi mgongo tunako. I have to do it. I have to do this, you know. Nawapenda pia. Thanks for the answer, Shiko. She was cleared, but someone she was jailed with was deported. So the person that was deported, that her case or his case is very, very different from your friend's case. Jenny, then she goes, so as long as I suppose anything bad about US, I'm good to go even if I don't use my yes. Yes. Esther W, you saying like the video, please. Oh guys, yes, please like the video. Like the video, please. Acha nione tumefikisha malike wapi. Let's like the video. Let's like the video. Tumefika wapi? Let's like the video. Ooh. Thank you so much. We are at 75 likes. And we are 120 people watching. Let's fikisha 100 likes, tafadhali. Oh yeah, Esther W, thank you so much for this reminder. You're saying Shiko fans we are over 100 but very few likes. Yes, please. Let's continue liking the video to fikisha 100. Josephine Kabura, I see you. Abson, Shiko, who was main applicant between you and who? And Shemeji. Ni Shemeji. Shemeji was the main applicant. I was just accompanying him here. Mimi nilikuwa mtu wa kusindi. Lilisoi, I see you. Penina Masharia, from high school certificate and my diploma. You just certify your high school certificate. Don't certify any other academic document. You only certify high school because that is the minimum requirement. Guy, my eyes, kama macho yangu inaharibika zaidi. It's been a while since I wore my glasses, but today sioni. I'm a single parent of 2 kids, 12 and 7, just apply for green card. Is my 12 years old baby can babysit the 7 years in case I win? Yes. You're very okay, my sister Betty. You're very safe. Anybody who is 12 years and above and is actually nyumbani and can babysit the other siblings. Anybody who is 12 years in America. But I think it depends with the states. In Texas, anybody above 12 years can babysit. You can even employ that person to babysit another person. Like myself, I can employ a 12-year-old to babysit Favor, maybe for 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and she earns something. Bernice Jomo, I'm so happy that my case will be current in February. I pray that I will be DQ'd next month in Jesus' name. All the best, Bernice. Yeah, today's visa bulletin is a bit hopeful. Imetupea ka hope. Hopefully it will delay like this. Fredericia, hi Shiko, thanks for your continuous information you give to us. Thank you so much, Fredericia. Stephen Gaduku, I was wondering what it takes to join a college in US briefly. Do they request for KCSE SAT? And if so, and if for whatever reason you don't have it with you, what would you do? A very good question. Oh my goodness. And I have remembered something. Okay. Yes. They require your high school certificate. If at all you did the exam, and once you submit it, they don't check it. You have to send it to the West means world whatever, to verify it and to check how much the equivalence, its equivalence to the US education. Okay, what you got, the grade that you got, and its equivalent to the US education. So that now with that, they can know where to place you. Failure to provide that, you can go back to school here. Yes. High school, you do the exam. I think is it called GED, or what is it called? And then you get the US high school certificate, and then you move from there. There is always an option B. But yes, you need your high school certificate for them to see and to verify, to know where to place you, the equivalents and everything. Evans, well done, my big sister. Thank you so much. Lois Nekesa, thanks Shiko for answering my question. God willingly, I shall win and will go for the medicals, DV 2023, and get the visa in Jesus' name. Amen. Maina, hi Shiko, my case number is 3,800, but I have not been requested for documents and no communication from KCC, and cutoff number of November 5,300. Would there be any problem? Oh my goodness, this one, nike favor, able to the apple. This one, nowadays I don't know what criteria they are using, because you need to have, they need to have been asked you for their documents right now, because your case is very low. Your case number is very low. When did you submit the DS260 to start with? When did you submit the DS260? Because what I have noted lately is they said they asked for the documents according to the date you submitted the DS260. According to the date is, and maybe that is why they are increasing these numbers very high. Like today we are at 13,500, and maybe someone who is 13,000 had already received the documents email. Where favor way tutafanya show na wewe hata kama unalia. So I don't know what they are planning, but have you emailed them and asked them if you can send their documents? Because your case is so low. Right now, you should be scheduled for the interview by December. For the not for the December, actually it was for the for December. Not for December, for November, because your case went current for November interviews, if I'm not wrong. I don't know what these people are cooking. Somebody with 40,000, case number 40,000, already received the email asking for the documents. I don't know. I don't know what's cooking. Can you contact them? Maybe you can send them an email. Ask them if you can send the documents. If at all you submitted your DS260 on time. I don't know what's happening. Can you do you follow Brit Simons? Brit Simon has enough information about the document submission and everything. Brit Simon, he is so resourceful on the matters documents. He is so resourceful on matters document. He's so experienced, because even our time, we used to contact Brit Simon and he used to advise us on how to go about it. Because Maina, you need to have something. You need to have something going on. Your process must have been started, because your case number is very, very low. That 3,800, that is a very low case number. Right now, ungekuwa umeenda medicals, maybe waiting to go for the interview. But now they are not asking for the documents. That's very strange. Contact them and ask them. And then go to Brit Simon, email Brit Simon and ask him how to go about it. Bani, Shiko, please explain kidogo your process, your petitioning, please. Okay, petitioning is a very long process. You have to fill in the documents. You go to the USCIS website and you write the person you are going to petition for the family. Is it your son? You fill all the details about your son, the second born, the third born, all the details, and then you have to pay some amount of money, and then you send to the USCIS, and then wait to hear from them. You are applying for them. So once you do the application, it is done online, you send to them, and then you wait to hear from them. Maybe they need some documents, you provide. Maybe they need another thing, and then they will give you the go ahead. Do this, send this to them, let them fulfill this. It is a process. It is not something easy, but it is doable. It is not something that is done in 1 year. You can start filing now, and maybe your family will join you in 2024 or 2025. It depends with the state and the backlog. Right now, the backlog is so huge. It's so huge. One day I will come with that detailed process of petitioning for the family banis. Wait for it. I'll come with that part. We are going to do it here and see what they require. Raphael, Hiroshiko, does the green card and getting of jobs there have an age limit? That is, can one be employed over 6 years? Yes. Yes, you can get job anytime. You see, in these stores, warehouses, gas stations, the readily available jobs, they don't care about your age. As long as you can work, as long as you're productive, you're good to go. You're good to go. Even at these stores, you get people who are even 70 years and above, and they're still working. Someone who is already retired, they retire from their job and they come and start working in these I don't want to call them minimum wage jobs, but readily available jobs. Yes. Kai, hii macho yangu mwadhani wase simuniombee. Then Shiko, I request you make a video on petitioning for the kids should be. Yes, we are going to do that video soon. Wacha kwanza niandike hapa because I don't want to forget. We are going to do it here live. Petitioning. petitioning, yeah. Darren did it for the second time now. I included my wife and she included me too in her application, praying that one gets selected. Yes, and also I also wish you all the best. May you get selected. Somebody can come America. Oh, I don't get that. Random. Hi Shiko, glad to see you. Guy, nyokira we. Siwezi kubeba na ulie. Either ulie ama unyamaze ama nikuweke chini. Hi Shiko, glad to see you talk. Can you mention once about house mortgage? I want to understand some rules before buying. Like I had, if it is $1,000, you should have a salary of 3,000. Okay, I understand your question. Random. Once you want to buy a home, you don't just go to online and start asking homes near me, new homes near me, homes to sell near me. No. Yes, you can do that, but you can't buy. You have to apply to be approved, to be pre-approved for a loan. If at all you don't have cash, if at all you are not buying cash, you need to be pre-approved for the loan. You apply to be pre-approved, and then they get your credit score. They check on your income, how much you earn, your credit score, and the number of dependents you have. They run that, and then they will see how much you qualify for. How much I qualify for, it is not the same amount that you qualify for. Maybe I qualify for $300,000. Maybe you qualify for $250,000. So the amount of money that you pre-qualify for, it is the amount of money that the house that you're looking to buy will cost. If I qualify for $300,000, I'll look for homes which are going for $300,000 and below. So with that, now you can start now looking for the homes, and now the process starts. That is the process of buying a home here, and it is a it is a long process. It is a step at a time, and they tell you, don't make major transaction from your bank or with your bank. If it is either if you get a deposit, a huge deposit, you have to tell them this money came from this place. I remember when we were buying this house, it was back in we started the process in 2019. Yes, in August 2019, that's when we started the process of buying this home. So you give them the bank accounts, your credit score, everything. They know you inside out. Yani wanakujua uchi yako yote kifedha. So I had a chama in Kenya. So I got my share of 100,000 Kenyan shillings. So that is $1,000. So when it was wired to my bank account, they sent me an email asking me, can you explain the source of this money? Explain the source of this money. I had to write a note, a very good email explaining where this money came from. It is not, I'm not borrowing to show that my account is fat. I told them I have a chama in Kenya. That is what, you have to tell them the truth. Yes, because they can tell you, no, we can't approve you when you are making an unknown transactions. So any big transaction in your account, you have to explain. If it is a withdrawal, they don't advise you make a very huge withdrawal from your account, because it will affect your status and the amount of money that you are pre-approved for. It is a process. One day I'll bring a realtor here and a lender. They tell us how to go about it. But that is the little knowledge that I know. Emmanuel, What software are you doing for live stream? I'm using StreamYard app. Alpha Omega, I see you. Esther Mwangi, Shiko, that's how mothers root normally. I don't worry, Shiko, that's how mothers root normally. I don't worry, I admire. Oh, don't worry, I admire. Oh, thank you. Imagine nimeenda kumwekelea kwa bed akasema, ona wewe ukome. Karen Giroche, Shiko leo kabebi akajalala. Imagine akajalala. I don't know what she wants. And she woke up at 4 in the morning, and right now it is 1:46. Ajalala. How long can I petition for my kid if I don't go with him, but I included him during application? How long? After you come here, you can start processing for them immediately. Nice, Giro. Okay, nice job. Mushila, can I apply if an KCSE private? Yes. What they need is the certificate. Leke favor. Ni nini? Guys, huyu mtoto leo ameamua. Nowadays hakuna fujo, sijui ni nini. Well, okay. Nike. Guys, watani nibeba huyu mtoto wangu vizuri. 1 minute. Niko tu hapa. Hataki kulala, hataki nini. Unalia nini wewe sasa? Hataki niongee na watu. Na hutaki kulala na hutaki anything. Kulala. Okay. So, Egla, you're saying, what do you mean by certifying certificates? Yes, you have to certify your certificate. Your high school certificate has to be certified once you get selected. That is. Yobla, I see you. Hi, Shiko, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Hannah, does the consular request for academic qualification from derivatives? No. Just for the principal applicant. Abson, Shiko, if I get selected and come to US, will I be allowed to come in Africa and get married? And how long will it take for my partner? Yes, nobody will lock you out from coming to Africa and get married, but you can't get married today in Africa and you go back with your wife to the US. No, you go back to the US alone and start petitioning for your wife. Okay? How long will it take for my partner to get a visa? It depends. Can be 1 year, can be 8 months, can be 2 years, can be 3 years. It depends. Penina Masharia. Again, I have been single mom to my son since day one. Birth certificate is under my name. Will they request the dad info? There is no dad's name on the birth certificate. So no dad document is required, because which dad? You go to go, my dear. That baby doesn't have a dad. Because no dad's name on the birth certificate. Is food expensive for us with big families? What is the staple food there? The staple food here is what you want to make it staple. Okay? For my family, my staple food is ugali. Maybe for someone else, the staple food might be chapo. Maybe the staple food might be rice. So food is affordable. Yes, food is very, very affordable. Like 3 months ago, we were given a card for the school-going kids when they were on summer holiday. Yes, we were given those cards to buy their food, and it is a good money. It's good money. So food is not an issue here. Food is not an issue, Helen. How big is your family? Is it like mine or is it bigger? Thanks for answering my question. I am so happy that I can even come over to college with my children. Thank you, thank you. Yes, very, very, very doable. Your kids are grown. 12 and 7. How wametosha boga. Thank you so much, Patience. I see you. Mina, I submitted DS260 on 25th May, and we are family of 4. Me, my wife, oh my goodness. Then do this. Send them an email. Send them an email and ask them when you can submit the documents, because you submitted your documents on time. 25th May, you guys, you are very set. I can imagine. If at all you have not asked for the unlocking, you good to go. Ask them, send them an email and ask them if you can send the documents. Usinyamaze. Stella, how are you doing? I miss you so much. I miss you too, my sister. Samika Raja, hi Shiko. Is there age limit? No age limit? No age limit. Junior Kemani, applied for green card with my wife, but we don't have marriage certificate. Will there be a problem? No. No problem, because you're planning to officiate your marriage. Just note that you have been married under customary law. Let that be noted down on the marriage certificate. That will save you big time. SNJMO. Shiko, please. If you submitted DS26 like in July and unlocking it, August, so agalia which date of submission? They will agalia the July one. The July one. Caroline, hi Shiko tuned in. Thank you so much, Caroline. Mushila, I see you. Regepila, I see you. Jennifer. Hi Shiko, what about work experience without KCSE certificate? Kindly. It is very, very hard to qualify with work experience if you don't have a high school certificate. I have to say this. For more information, there is a video I did about how to qualify with work experience. Kindly look for that video. It is still here on Shiko Hope TV. It will guide you on where to go and check if really your work experience qualifies, because not every work experience qualifies, my sister. Not every work experience qualifies. There is a video I did about qualifying with work experience. Look for it and watch it and understand more. Helen Wajogo, my family is big, exactly like yours. Oh, God provides, my sister. Hizi mawiza huyu neighbors in a bowl. Lady Shiko, can you please talk about the best majors in US, about careers? There is a video we did with Brenda and Farrell. I posted that video last week. Kindly look for that video, because if I start talking about the majors here, it will take the whole day. Watch that video and understand about how to go with the majors. Okay, lady? It is like 1 week ago. Watch that video and utaelewa zaidi. You'll understand more. When in US, ukiwa permanent resident, do you pay any fee to learn in the community colleges? Community colleges, you don't pay anything, my dear. Even you get some money back. In the community colleges, you feel for the financial aid. You are granted. It is a grant. It is not a loan. I have to emphasize on that. It is a grant. It is not a loan. You know, a grant, it is free. A loan, you will have to pay back. But the financial aid is a grant. They pay for you. They give you, like, let's say, for example, they pay for the whole year. Like now you are applying for 2022, 2023. So they will pay for 2022, the whole year tuition, and maybe, let's say, for example, they pay 6,900. That is what I normally get, 6,900. And maybe my school, I'm needed to pay maybe like 5,000. My employer pays everything. So because my employer is also sharp, the financial aid will pay for the 5,000, and the remaining, I get the remaining. Maybe I get like 1,500 back. You pocket that. They say it is for the maintenance. Yeah, something like that. Maintenance like gas and everything. America is so good. Unalipiwa shule na unapewa ya pocket money. Do you have that in Kenya? In Kenya, you have help, which will pay later. And Nemo, what does unlocking the DS260 mean? Once you get selected, you'll know that maybe you've made a mistake. You want to unlock and correct that mistake. That is it. Thank you so much for keeping us informed. Thank you so much, baby. Plus home. All right. Okay, for international students, Shiko, can you please talk about the best majors in US for the, oh yeah, watch that video. Adonis, Ben, I have arrived finally. The video was not playing on YouTube. Oh, you have to change your YouTube, go to the normal YouTube. Baby, also, if my case is current in January, when can I expect an interview? Anytime. If your case is current in January, okay, let me explain this like this. For those people who went current today, from 7,000 to 13,500, they will be scheduled for the interview in January. Right now we are in November, but they will be scheduled for the interview in January next year. So that is it. If your case is current in January, you'll be interviewed in March. In March. Christine, it is 2 months ahead. Christine, hi Shiko, is it true if you have kids at 18 years, you are paid for their upkeep? Yes, you have to get something, but it depends with their income, If you earn so much, you don't get anything. If you earn so much. But if you earn little like Shiko, you get something for your kids. If you want just kidogo too for your nini, you get something. Shiko, I'm a forklift and a trailer operator. How would my fate be there? You very good, my dear. You very okay. These jobs, they pay well because forklift and trailer operator, that is manual. That is manual, right? You get good pay. Shiko, about financial aid, does it depend with the state and your income? Yes. They have to, because for here we apply FAFSA. I think FAFSA is everywhere in every state, but I'll be given by the Texas government. And yes, it depends with your income. If you earn so much, you don't get the financial aid. Now, earning much is having like 6-figure salary from 100,000 going up. That is per year. And those salaries is for those people who have really studied hard, like doctors, people with big titles. But for people like nurses, those ones, they get financial aid. They do. Before COVID, nurses were not making that much, but now due to COVID, they are making good money. Nurses wameomoka na corona, but before corona, they were not making that much. Helen Wajogo, at what point do you need a host? Filling DS260 or doing interview? Doing DS260. You need a host immediately you get selected, my dear. Immediately you need a host. You have to fill the details, the host details on the DS260 form. Thank you so much, SNJ Mo. Thank you, Anthony Macao. All right. Siko, you are so beautiful. I'm so unlucky you already got married. More than Royal King. Able to my picture too. Thank you so much, Royal King. Thank you. Zedida Modoni. Shiko, I want you to be my life coach when come there. I'm here for you at your service. At your service, Jedida, anytime. Anthony Macao, you are laughing at Royal King. Everyone be at my picture tuone. Tumuone. Maybe I'm getting people here. This is the second person. The other one was telling me, what What is his name? Can someone remind us? My online husband. Hmm? And alikuwa anaitwaje? Now that one wanted me to marry him. He come to America because he's willing to come to America. Chausiku, if the DV lottery does not come back in May, when will the first people be called for DSC interview? For the interview, is it October? Yes, it is October. You have enough time to prepare from May to October. Those are 5 good months to come to the reality that, yes, I'm selected for DV. I have to plan and prepare for the process. Those 5 months, they are enough for you to get the marriage certificate. If you don't have it, to get the passport for your babies, if you didn't have them, of course, because kids don't require passports when doing the application. So that is enough time for you to prepare for the process. Kamani, Shiko, is it true that if you wear a dress that has a logo to take photo to play DV, the appearance of the logo might cause, who said that? We looked at the requirements here and there is nowhere tulisoma mambo ya logo. Kamani, don't worry. If you had a logo like myself, I have this Shiko Hope logo here. I'm good to take the photo. There is nowhere it was written, no logo, no what. Christine Wawi anaitwa binary. Yes, binary. That is that is my online. Even people have, Christine, you had started kushonesha vitege za wedo, and then I don't know where he disappeared to. I have never seen him, and I'm missing him. When you see him, tell him amepata compare. Tabitha, Royal King Wewe in-laws are we are watching, don't dare us come after you. Tell him, Tabitha. Oh my goodness. Shakira, I dreamt when visa interviews for DV are going on. Please tell me it was not a dream. Yes, continue dreaming, my sister. Their dream will come true soon. Your dream will come true soon. Shakira, I remember you. You told me even your accent has changed, right? You see, you're not talking like an American. You have not still remembered me. I feel really sad. I subscribed you since 2020. Hope you and your family doing well. God bless you. I remember you subscribed, but you have never come out clear that you are very unlucky because Shiko is married. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. All right. Thank you so much, Royal King, for your subscription and your support since 2020. Hope you get selected in DV 2023 and you join us here. Helen Wajogo, you once talked of DHL account. At what account? Okay, at what point is it required? It is required once you get the 2NL. Once you get the email to go to the interview, that's when you register for the interview. You say, yes, I have received this email. I will be able to go to the interview as per the set dates, and then you register with DHL, because that is where, when you go to the interview, your visa gets approved. You are not going to get your visa immediately. You leave your passport. They put the visas in the passport, on the passport, and then they send the passport to the DHL office of your choice. Once you receive an email after 2 days, you receive an email, your visas are ready for pickup. You will not go to the embassy to pick your visas there. You'll go to the DHL center where you registered, and you pick your passports from there. Let's say, for example, you'll not make it. Maybe because of work and everything, you send someone to go to pick it for you. That someone, maybe it is, let's, for example, my husband is the principal applicant. So the DHL will be addressed to him, John Kamau. If I'm the one who is going to pick it for him, he will have to write a letter saying, this is John Kamau. I have authorized Shikohob to pick this document on my behalf. Then I go there with my ID. You can send someone, but the person will go with a letter and his or her national ID. That is it. Evans, hi madam, in case I win the villa, how long do I need to fill the DS260 form? Immediately. You fill the DS260 immediately. If you set, you're good to go. If at all you are good to, if at all you have if you are a single person, you don't have kids, it is advisable you fill immediately. If you have kids, because they need, now in DS260, the kids' passport numbers are needed. If you don't have the kids' passport numbers, it will take you time to wait until the kids' passports are ready for you to fill the DS260. But if the kids have passports, fill the DS260 immediately and submit. Nowadays, they are following when you submitted the DS260. Things are changing. Mimi pia nashindwa. What is happening? The DV process is really changing. I don't know which one they are following. Case numbers, DS260 submission. Okay, Lily. Hi, Shiko. What can a shopkeeper show as a proof that he has 2-year working experience? Let me kwanza nisipu maji. Work experience as a shopkeeper. If at all you have high school education, I would rather say, can you say you are a homemaker? Because if you start saying you are a shopkeeper or whatever, they might ask you for something to show. Show something to show that indeed you are a business person. Are you going to carry everything in your shop? Maybe the book where you indicate the creditors or what? To eliminate that headache, just write a homemaker. So long as you have high school education. So long as you have high school education, try as much as possible to minimize anything that will give you headache. Samika Raja, Shiko, do you have those community colleges in every state? Yes, every state has a community college, not one, but many community colleges. Raphael, Shiko, please arrange one day and show us your husband. I don't know what I will tell him to come here, but hopefully he will come soon. Helen Wajogo, how hard or easy is it to get a host when you have a big family? Most nowadays things are hard because they are looking for the I-34 affidavit of support. Nowadays things are hard. That's when we were talking about the principal applicant first come, and then the family joins later. That is the best way to go about hosting nowadays. That is the best one to go, because hosting a large family, like myself, my family is big already. So adding another family here, it will be very, very hard for us to live comfortably. That is the truth. That is why maybe they came up with the idea of affidavit of support, because maybe I can't afford to take care of my family and my guest family. That is too much. So the idea nowadays is for the principal applicant to first come and the family joins later. It is hard, Helen, because your question is how hard or easy is it? It is hard to host a large family. It is hard. But we have people who can manage to host a big family. And if you get such a host, thank God. Catherine Moirore, Shiko uko Kenya na you stayed in Saudi. or Qatar 2 years police clearance, na hiyo country utaendea wapi na uko Kenya? Yes, if you are in Saudi or any country and you lived for more than 6 months, for the past 5 years, you need a police clearance form. When you get there, Catherine, you'll know where to go, because you'll go to, I don't know where you are going to get the information, but for sure you will need that country's police clearance certificate. I don't know how you get it, but it is required. Till the end, TV. Hello, Shiko. What is the next step after receiving the 2NL? Good job. Good question. Good question. After you receive the second notification letter, that is 2NL, the next step is to register for the interview. Okay? You register for the interview. This is to confirm that you have received the email about the appointment, and now you confirm that you are going to show up on that particular day. Now, the next major step is for you to book for the medicals. You book for the medicals, you go for the medicals, and it should be like 2 weeks to the interview date. It should be 2 days to the interview date. Don't book too early. Don't go to the medical too early, because if you go for like 1 month before and you do your medicals 1 month before the interview, once your visas are approved, you have like 5 months before the visa expires. Because the visa expires, start counting from the day of medicals. That's when you get the shots. And these shots, they are valid for 6 months. So if you go for the medicals very, very early, like 1 month to the interview, already umepoteza 1 month. You have spent 1 month with your vaccinations. So once the visa will get ready, it will be like 5 months before it expires. Now you see, you have lost 1 whole month doing nothing. So that is why they advise you go for the medicals 2 weeks to the interview, for you to have enough time to prepare to migrate. John J here. Hi Shiko, I love your show very much. You explain everything into details. Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much. Tabe, if you get a visit visa, must you come immediately? No. You don't have to come immediately. But you know what? When you get a visit visa, you have a reason why you are going to the US. You don't go to the embassy like, oh, I'm Shiko, I have just come to get a visit visa because maybe soon I will be going to America. You'll have a reason why you want a visit visa. And yes, you can fail to come to the event. Maybe she could have invited you for the wedding, and then you decide, sitaenda your wedding, but you have the visa with you. Nobody will ask you why you didn't go for the wedding. You didn't go for the wedding. But next, when you'll be going to the US to visit, maybe you have another event you're going to attend, or maybe it is a vacation, you will have to explain more at the point of entry. Where are you going? Who are you going to visit? You have to explain a lot of details. But yes, it is not a must you come immediately after you get the visa. Jay here, thanks very much for helping us. See you soon, God willing. Waiting to see if I'll be selected come next year. All the best, John. All the best. Baby Favor does not want to miss this live show. Nowadays, sijui ni nini baya na yeye. She's feeling so good when she's on my back. If someone travels to the States, can they fly back to Africa after like 4 months? Even after 1 month, they can. So long, you know what? This is UAKE. You get your visa to America and you come. You land here today, 15th of November. Now your visa is stamped, admitted, right? After now you get your green card, maybe in a month's time, you can fly back to Kenya and you come back, because what you did now, it is your green card. And I also think that your visa is still valid. Your visa is still valid even after stamping, I started to be corrected because it is still not expired. You can fly anytime, to and fro, to and fro. Nobody will lock you here that you have to stay here for 5 years without going to Africa. No, 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 no. Philomena, good, you answered the question on availability of food there, but just to ask, how much do you spend on food for your family in a month, please? Maybe pesa ya chakula sihesabu. Kusema tu kweli, saying the truth, I don't count or I don't, what do I say? I don't do on food because most of the time we do our own cooking here at home. Maybe once a week or twice. Maybe once a week or every 2 weeks we eat out. So food, when you make your own food at home, it is very, very cheap and affordable. When you go out, when you eat out, it is very costly. It is very costly. The money that we can spend when we eat out, when we decide to cook at home, that food can take us for 2 weeks. But when we go to eat out, we eat like $100. Because this want this want this want with. But when you cook at home, very, very cheap and affordable. Avoid eating out. Avoid eating out at all costs. If your family is big, Philomena, if your family is big like mine, because even when I go to work, even when you go to work, at workplace, you are provided with a microwave, there is a coffee maker, there is a fridge. There is a fridge. So many people carry food, homemade food, they carry food at work. You put your food in the fridge. During your lunch or meal break, you warm your food in the microwave and you enjoy your homemade food. Not everybody goes to the deli to eat those deli food, which are very costly. Yes. We eat healthy. Because we normally know that when you eat outside, you are not eating healthy. Most of the outside food are not healthy. Philomena, I hope I have answered you well. For me, I don't count on the amount of money that we spend on food because we buy in bulk. For example, I buy a kagunia of rice. That kagunia of rice, when I put it in a bucket, it is a full bucket. It is a bucket full of rice, and that can take us like 2 months because you're not eating rice only. I buy ugali flour, $35, and that can take us like a month because we eat like ugali like every other day. If today we don't eat ugali today, tomorrow it will have to be ugali. That is my staple food here. Then chapo, we eat them as needed. What else? Githeri, that one is not for the whole family. That is only for Shiko and maybe for dad. And so the things that we normally buy every day are the vegetables and milk. Vegetables and milk. And then the cooking oil, salt is very cheap. It is less than $1. Sugar, it is only the dad and Shiro here who uses sugar. So for us, Jerry, Ian, and me, sisi watu wa sukari. So it is less money on food. We don't spend much because for breakfast maybe eggs we are provided freely. Milk is free, but we buy organic one for the kids. Organic milk is costly. It's like $6 a gallon. Hiyo tu ndio naweza sema ni expe. When we buy sweet potatoes, arrowroots, sweet potatoes are expensive than arrowroots, but you see we are eating healthy. Bread, that one is obvious, and the bread is $2, so it is not that expensive. Food is food is affordable. Food is very, very affordable when you buy in bulk. Chausiku, I think if you are outside your country and you apply for a lottery, make sure you don't leave that country without yes, that is it. Lily, Shiko, if want to get an apartment, must they lease it for a year? No, you can rent a month, is it a month? The Kenyan style, but it is very expensive when you rent it that way. But you can let it 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 13 months. Okay, it depends on your on what you want. But once the shorter you rent it, the more money, the more expensive it is. Essay. Prishiko, if your passport, your baby not ready and Quadies you work here the documents, can they request for civil documents and maybe you went in a newborn PP embassy? Let me read your question again. Passport, your baby not ready and Quadies work here the documents. Can they request for civil documents and maybe waiting a newborn passport? It will depend how the age of the baby. If the baby got a passport, if the baby was born before you scheduled for the appointment, you scheduled for the interview, you have to unlock and put the passport details for the baby. If you already scheduled, it can't unlock. You'll have to go with the passport to the embassy and submit it during the interview. Yes, you can do that. The request for civil documents. Now, which civil document? For the baby, it is the passport which you are going to submit at the embassy. I hope nimekujibu vizuri. Shakila, what does homemaker mean? Homemaker ni housewife. It's housewife. But here they don't have that housewife. They have homemaker. You make your home. You stay with the baby. Like right now, I'm making my home. I'm babysitting. All right, Shakira, you also saying, can you go for homemaker if I'm the main applicant? Yes. You meet the requirement, the high school education, that's all that matters. Helen, I get a host, yes, but I've saved some amount that is enough to rent my apartment for like 3 months. Is it a must I live with my host? Okay, this is what you want to do. Of course, you will land at your host's place, even if you have millions at your bank. The first stop after airport will be at your host's place. Even if you're going to stay there for a week or 2 weeks, you have to live with your host for a period of time, a week or two, because how can you rent an apartment when you are back in your country? It's not possible. What your host will help you in renting an apartment. The host will help you in renting an apartment because they rent it as their own. The lease will come with your host's name, not your name. You don't qualify to rent an apartment, Helen. You don't qualify to rent an apartment when you are less than 1 month in America. Your host can co-sign it for you, not even co-sign. They will rent it with their names on the lease. Your name will not appear anywhere. So you'll be under them. You're not living in their home, but you are living under them because the lease reads their name. Hope you understand. But later, maybe when the lease the lease ends, you can now change it to your name. It is not easy. American life is very complicated. Nobody will give a stranger a home or an apartment. No, because you can't come here. You don't have a social security. You don't have a green card. You don't have a DL. Nobody knows you. Till the LTV, what is the cost of African food stuff? E.g. ugali flour and fufu flour. Ugali flour, we buy bunge or ugali. It is $35, and it is a lot of flour. Mingi. Oh, thank you, Philemona, you understand. Duncan, hey, who provides the eggs for free, if I may ask? The kids are provided, the kids, like Favor here is provided for eggs until she reaches 5 years. American is good. Not only eggs, but milk. She's provided, what else are you provided? Yogurt. She's also provided peanut butter, beans. She also provided, what else? Because I shop a full cart for free. Free. One day I'll do a video about that. That's a video. That's a very good video idea. Soon. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Shally inspires. Hi Shiko, will I have a problem if I get someone to marry me after overstaying my visa? Can I still travel within the US if I may? Where? Sure. This one, we need someone who is an immigration expert to answer you. I am not familiar with this. I don't know how to go about it. So let's get legal advice from an immigration expert who can advise you, Shirley. For me, I don't have any information about that, nor any idea about this. Nancy, do kids need passport too? If yes, from what age? They need passport when you get selected. When you get selected, your kids needs passport. From what age? From the day the baby is born. It doesn't matter, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour. The baby needs a passport to fill the DS260. Can you rent an apartment in another state, or is it a must be in your host state now that you have mentioned that the host rented for you? Of course, it should be the host country because the host state, because that is the state where she has an ID. Right now, I can't rent an apartment for my guests in Kansas because I am not a Kansas resident. I'm a Texas resident. Yes, you have to go where your host is. My DL, my driver's license, which is like my ID, it reads Texas. That is where I'm a resident. You can't go where you are not a resident. We normally say a host is like your mother. So home is where your mom is, right? So home is where your host is. That's where she or he can rent it for you. Philomena, Kochonjo. Not all countries give out police clearance. That's what I am learning too, that not every country gives police clearance, but I know they can give you something similar to that, right? Lily, can you be a homemaker when you are not married and no kid? Refer to the shopkeeper quiz on prove our experience. You can just say you have been farming. You are a farmer. Small scale farmer, that is. You don't have to submit anything to show. We are just avoiding the headache to provide the documents. This is my idea. We are avoiding the headache to provide that, because when you say a small scale farmer, you just farm for your own consumption, right? You have nothing to show. But if you say you have been a mechanic, you have now to show where did you go for the college? How long have you been working? Your employer can provide us a document to show you have been working for them. We don't need that headache. We want headache to look for money, not these things that will not help you. Imagine saying that you have been a shopkeeper. You're not coming here to be a shopkeeper, right? It is not. So just say small scale farmer, homemaker. If you have kids, just say homemaker. Yeah, something that is stress free. Chelsea Kushi. All right, Nancy. So I should apply for the child's passport now. If you are in a position to, please do. If you're in a position to, please do. Whether you get selected or not, you are set, because passports are valid for 10 years, right? Nowadays, I'm telling you, nowadays, passport is just like anything, as important as anything else. The way birth certificate is important, even the passport, it is coming to be important. Where we are heading, passport itakuwa kitu ya lazima. Kitu ya lazima. It will not matter whether it is for the baby, whether it is for the adults, passport, it will be like a must-have. Does it mean wewe Shiko huwezi hamia to another state even after living in the US for about 3 years? Right now, I can hamia anywhere. Even not right now, let me tell you one thing. Philomena, you come from Africa. I host you here in Texas. Then you say, I don't like it in Texas. Let me go to Washington, Seattle. You just take a flight and go. You can relocate anytime. You can relocate at any time throughout the 50 states. Nobody will ask you a question. You have the freedom to relocate to any state of your choice. But I was answering your question about your host renting an apartment for you. He will rent it from his state. Okay? His DL reads Texas. He can't rent you an apartment in Washington. Never. Never. Because she's not living in that state herself. I can't host you. I can't host you and then I rent you an apartment in Kansas or in Missouri and I'm not in Missouri. It is not possible. That is my name. That is my name I'm putting on the record that this is where I live. You know, that is, hey, it has to be very, the host has to be very careful. If you want to relocate, maybe you can stay with them in their home and then you relocate later when you feel it, when you feel like now it is the time I want to go to another state. You can get Lipa na M-Pesa till for your customary payment. Okay. But why not? Why all this stress? Why all this stress? Just say you are a small scale farmer. Maybe, you know what? I avoid something that is stressing me, and at the end, it is not helping at all. I avoid stress with all means. I avoid stress. Mimi ni mtu mwenye sipendi stress. I like challenges but not stress. All right, so that is it. I don't think I have skipped anybody's comment. I don't think I have skipped anybody's comment. I think we are set. Joanne, how soon can you relocate to a different state after your host has looked for a house for you? Okay, don't get me wrong. I was answering Philemon or someone above there. He asked, maybe he has a big family. He has money. The host is not paying for your rent. No, the host just take up an apartment for you, but you have money yourself. You'll be paying for this apartment. The name of your host is the only name that is appearing on the list because you don't want to stay with your host at his home. Okay? The main agenda for the host is for you to go and live with them at their home. But if you feel you are able to rent an apartment, you have your own money, the host can do that for you. Give you the name. Get an apartment with your name and then pay the rent yourself, not your host. I can't host you, then I rent an apartment for you. Who? I can't afford. So because you feel you are able to do that, I will do it for you. Lease an apartment for you, my name, but you do the payment. Okay? Hautaki kunisubua, I give you my name and that is it. Okay? That is it. But the main idea for the hosting was you come and stay with me in my home. That was, and that still remains the main job for the host, to accommodate you. Getting you an apartment, it is you want because you can afford. Tumeelewana? Joanne, how soon can you relocate to a different state after who has looked for a house? Okay, hiyo tumesema that one will depend on how you want to or when you want to relocate. when you want to relocate. But you can't relocate. I can't get you an apartment today and then you want to relocate next month. Huko ni kulibeba ujiga. So I can't allow you to go. I can even call 911 because you are putting my name at risk because my name is on your list. I can't afford you apana. No, I can. All right, Chausiku. Maybe okay. I think you're answering somebody. Okumbu, nice to see you, Shiko. Is there omena in US? I have never seen omena here. Shiko, if I was hosted in Michigan and I want to relocate to Texas, for example, what will happen with my kids' school and the job I already have, like working in a store, for example? Duncan, that's a very good question. For kids, they can transfer to any school anytime. Anytime. For you, you have to be to do your research. Maybe you work with Amazon in Michigan. Maybe you work with Amazon in Michigan and you want to come to Texas. You look Amazon near your address where you are going to live. And then maybe you ask for the transfer from your Amazon office to Amazon office in Michigan. You transfer to Amazon warehouse in Texas. Hiyo sasa utajipanga. That one you will have to jipanga on how to go about it. Or maybe you start a new job from where you are going to. What does the host do? The host hosts you. The host hosts you. Raphael Mangi, a tough host indeed. Which host? The one who is getting you an apartment. You know, it is not you, the host, who is wanting to rent you an apartment. It is you who have decided, I don't want to stay with you, host. I have enough money. I want to live by myself. You just take an apartment for me. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Okay? Yeah, the job of your host is to accommodate you in her house. But if you want this extra favor, maybe you have money. Raphael, come here with millions of money. I will gladly get you an apartment. Lakini usiniache kwa mata. Tracy, how much are the house rent for 2-bedroom apartment? Tracy, we looked at the house rent here. Depends with the state and also depends with city. 2-bedroom apartment in my place, it goes for like $1,200. Shakira, when she says she's a farmer, she must appear at the interview with her beans. Are you for real? Small scale. You're not that big, a large scale farmer, no. Small scale farmer. You just farm for your own consumption. That is it. That is it. So, okay. So, guys, we have been here for 2 hours, 13 minutes. Anthony Macau, you laughing at Shakira. Imagine going to the interview with beans. Seriously, Shakira? Random Chills, California, I'm coming. Come, welcome to California. Welcome to Cali. Joanne, is it easy to get a hairstylist job or beauty? That one you'll be self-employed, my dear. You'll be making millions and millions of dollars. All right, Random Chills. Na HON nini? HOA means Homeowners Association. Homeowners Association. So it will depend on where you buy your home. You have to join that Homeowners Association. Ni kamati ya nyumba kumi. Ni nyumba kumi ya hiyo area. Hi, beautiful. Is it possible to apply US visa using a bank statement for US bank yet I'm foreign? Oh, do I get your question? Is it possible to apply US visa using a bank statement for use bank yet I'm for more than easy levy? I don't get this question. Tracy, I see you saying thank you. Christine, Shiko, is it possible to come and start a business than finding a job instead? You have to get a job first. Do you have that capital to start a business? Then do you know where to go, where to start? Have you registered your business? Christine, you have to find a job first. Okay? Some things, there is no shortcuts. There is no shortcuts. You have to get employed first. Even if it will be 1 month, you have to get employed first, my dear. No shortcuts. Latoya, I pray that we shall be here next May to celebrate the win. You have no idea how I'm praying to get this card. Me too. I'm waiting for the results just like you. I can't wait for the May 6th before now, the day that we are going to check for the result. I can't wait. You're such an inspiration to me and my family, and you have empowered me. Thank you so much, Latoya. Yeah, that's what we do here. We give hope, we inspire, we empower, because it is possible. Inawezekana. You have a degree from UK, but studied in Multimedia University in Kenya. Can it be recognized, or I have to go back to school once? What? Come here with your documents. Let them be evaluated, and then you'll know where to go or where to start. You have to evaluate your degree from wherever you studied from. They have to evaluate it. Rafael Mwagi, unaenda kulala? Yeah, I know it is late in Kenya. I think we are in Kenya. Time in Kenya is what is time in Kenya? Is it midnight? Is it midnight in Kenya, or what is the time in Kenya? 11. All right, guys, I didn't know we could take this long today. It has been 2 hours 16 minutes. Let's edit here. Philemona is saying thank you for the information. Nice afternoon. Thank you so much. Let us edit here. We will continue with this next time. We have to talk about this. Anthony, you saying bye. I have been enjoying your live session. Oh, you have been under the water. Haujaongea kitu, Anthony. But I know you have learned something. Yeah, it is almost midnight in Kenya, guys. Laleni, na mimi ni, it is 2:43. My kids are almost coming from school. They come from school at 3:20. So we are set. I am waiting for you guys to join us here. I need neighbors. I need people who we are going to beat Moshene with. We'll be having barbecue on Sunday afternoons. We'll be taking our kids to the park during summer. Oh my goodness. God grant you your heart desires. I need many neighbors here. If you have been deported from 3 different countries, switch out. Can I pull out with papers that have the visa to be on a safe side? You can, what can you do? Unawezekana. Shakira, I know you are from Uganda. You can do what? I can advise you take a new passport without any other countries, visas inside. Ukue clean and forget about those countries that you have been deported from or done whatever. Get a new passport. I have bank statement from UAE Bank. Is it applicable to US visa yet? I'm foreign. I'm not sure about that. Which visa are you trying to apply? Is it visit visa or what visa? Jenny Samuel, you have been here. Good night, guys. Good night, Jenny. Christine, oh, thank you. It is almost 12 midnight. Does it snow where you are? No, it doesn't snow in Texas. It only snowed once. Early this year it snowed, but it had never snowed before. Philomena, neighbors, count me in by faith. Oh yes, I declare, I claim you. I claim you. I normally tell you guys I need neighbors here. Whenever we are free during summer, the kids play together. I can't wait. I need you people here. Join us. Joanne, which state don't snow much? I can tell Texas, it doesn't snow. I also know Arizona doesn't snow as well. Yeah, but Kansas, it snows, but not that much like Minnesota and Boston. Massachusetts, it snows like something else. Christine Chico, looking forward to Huntsville, Texas. We will be neighbors. Pray for me too. Oh my goodness, yes. Huntsville, Texas, it is like 3 hours from my place, but sio mbali. Motebei TV kondani, so nakuja and rent direct, sitaki kukaa kwa mtu. That will be a good one, Motebei, because you'll be doing your own stuff, privacy. You have your, but you know what? For the ideas and mawaidha, your host is there. You call him, you ask him. Shiko is here. Call him. Call me. Huh? Yeah, Mutebei uko sorted, uko na madoo, kuja usi nini. Betty, you coming? Please do. Nurturing the women. Talk about life in California. I'm coming. Okay. California is very expensive for the starters. I have to tell you the truth. Cali, it is one of the most expensive states, but people still survive there. It is possible. Neighbors, we are warming up. Please do. Please do. I need many neighbors here from all over the world, from Uganda, Botswana, South Africa, Cameroon. Yeah, I can't wait. If I'm Ugandan, do I do the medical from Kenya too? Yes, everything you do from Kenya, the medicals and the interview, you do it in Kenya. You do it in Kenya. Uganda embassy, US embassy in Uganda, it does not deal with DV and K1 visas. Can one do farming where you are by leasing land na kuja na mbegu za kupanda cereals na vegetable? Kuja na mingi unikawie kwanza. Nipanda hizi haka kashamba kangu. Joan, kuja na mingi. Baby plus home, do you do it on, all right. No, you do it on Uganda. No. You go to the medicals in Nairobi and US embassy for your visa, Shakira. It is in Nairobi, my dear. If you are in Uganda, Shiko house life in New York, very expensive, just like in Cali, very expensive. If you want to start a good life as a new migrant, start life from these cheap states, and maybe you can upgrade to the expensive states later. Right now, maybe I can't go to Cali. I can't afford. Even if I go with my current job, I can't afford. Do you know people in California, they are selling their homes because the homes in Cali and New York, they are very expensive. They are selling their homes there and they get money. They pay off their homes, their mortgage there. They are left with something. That something, I'm calling something, they come to Texas, they come to Missouri, they come to Kansas, and they buy homes cash. If that's something I'm talking about. Because life in Cali, life in New York, very expensive. But when you come here, these cheap states, hey, life is very easy. Okumu, can someone use Airbnb address instead of wait? Don't try that at home. Don't. Joanne Okila in Washington DC or Seattle. There is a video I did about 10 most expensive states and 10 most cheap states. Can you visit those videos, please? Visit those videos and utajua. You will elewa more. All right. Ni rahisi kupata section 8 voucher. What is that? Hiyo ni nini? Those who do not have fathers' names on birth certificate, will there be a problem when applying for passport? Having a father is not a requirement. It's not a requirement. So long as the birth certificate doesn't have a dad's name, it has your mom's name, you work with your mom's ID and you'll get your birth certificate. And you'll get your passport. Ese njemo wewe lala. Laleni. Tell them to think of Georgia too. His state expensive in vacation too. Yes, Sabe. Georgia is also a good state. Very cheap. When it comes to housing, when it comes to cost of living, it is a cheap state. Just like Texas, Kansas, Missouri. Avoid those big names. New York, Cali, sijui what. Hizo tutakuwa tunaenda vacation. Good night to us in Kenya and good afternoon to you, Shiko, in Texas. Good time is always there. Best, I'll be your future neighbor, God willing. I'm waiting for you guys. So let me leave you, mulale. 10 minutes and you will be mtakuwa mmeenda kesho nyinyi. When you say cheap ni how much? Muteba, you watch that video I did about 10 cheapest states in America and the 10 most expensive. You'll understand. It is in terms of what? Terms of housing, health, terms of food, everything. Okay, Section 8 voucher, ni housing assistance from the government. They pay all your rent, but you pay only little. For struggling families with kids. Now that means you have become a public charge. You have become a public charge, and that will put your status at risk. I don't think they will give you citizenship because you have been depending so much on the government for the housing. Sana housing. If you have been having this assistance, be careful because that shows you are struggling, as you have just mentioned. You are a public charge. Betty, even if the father name is on the birth certificate in Kenya, you can still get the passport without the father's name. I think it is possible. Everything in Kenya is possible. But they have to kukusukuma kidogo because they want ucheze kama wewe. That is Kenya for us. Tumaliza ni hii show. You're almost tomorrow. You're almost on the 16th. I'm still on 15th. Enjoying this. Today is Sunday. Not cold at all. And one of these days, I think not tomorrow. Maybe next week we'll hold another live where we are going to do more of this. Questions here are adding. Roughly, how much can one buy? Can one buy cheapest house? It depends with the state. The cost of housing in Georgia is not the same in Texas or whatever. I have done a video on this. There is a video I did. It was about housing. Visit that video and utajua. You'll learn more. Aspire to inspire sasa Shiko, poa sana. We are just ending this live. See you in our next video. I don't want to tell you when we are going live again, but soon, maybe next week, maybe before next week, anytime tutaenda live again. Thank you so much. Have a good night. God bless you, and remember to pray. As you pray, remember to pray for Shiko Hope. I also do the same. I pray for you every day. God bless you. Let us meet in our next videos. Enjoy the videos that are going to upload here. Watch them and let us interact in the comment section under each and every video. Bye. God bless you. Love you all. Kwaherini.